And hello everybody and welcome inside Canfield High School, home of the Cardinals. We have an AAC matchup here tonight. Anthony Hartwig alongside Kristen Nesbitt, the head coach of the volleyball program here at Canfield. Canfield comes in with a record with just one loss on the year. It was to Massillon last Monday. Boardman 8-8 overall, but 3-1 in the conference, so they are still playing for a conference championship, and a win here tonight would pay dividends for Boardman. When these two teams played earlier in the season at Boardman, it was a 7-point win for the Cardinals, 38-31. So we expect a very good one here tonight. Krista, we'll bring you into the fold. This Canfield Cardinals team maybe a little bit ahead of Matt Reel's schedule. I know he thought next year was going to be a real big breakout year, but all of a sudden here's this team, one loss, rolling through the season. What's impressed you so much when you watch this team?
Absolutely. I mean, Canfield lost a good amount of seniors last year, and not just seniors, but girls that played significant amount of minutes and girls that have been playing for several years. So I think Coach Reel's just been impressed by the amount of girls that have stepped up and taken a bigger role this year, and they're really off to a really great start and then have continued that momentum throughout the season. But I know Boardman always brings it when they're here, so I think this will be a great game tonight.
So far for Canfield, it's been no size, no problem. They lost a lot, not just a lot of seniors, but a lot of size from last year's roster. But it hasn't affected them as of yet.
No, and looking out here right now, there's not much size on the court at all from either team.
You have Sarah Barrow and Jenna Treveri going to jump for the tip, and it will be controlled by Boardman. We're underway on a Wednesday, middle of the week. Hump D.
Canfield again is starting out in that like matchup 2-3 zone. I'll be curious to see what they do. Boardman to work it a little bit inside.
I like the patience so far for Boardman. They're moving the ball around the perimeter, not rushing anything. That's an open look, and it's a three up for Michaela Rivera.
Great patience there for Boardman on the offensive end. Got the ball inside a few times before they kicked it out. Great take by Jenna Treveri there with a strong finish.
And I know Treveri last game, not her best offensive output, so got to feel good to get her a bucket right off the jump.
She's been so solid for them this year, too, and I know that last game's still eating at her, so. Wow.
Boardman brought it, and that's Jocelyn Torres with the layup. 5-2 Spartans. It's a good drive and take, but no finish. Boardman with the rebound, coming back looking to go up by 2 possessions.
Ooh.
And that is what Canfield's really good at. Fleming steal. Ooh!
Rolls in and out on that one.
Boardman,
really good pressure up front on the ball, though.
Boardman dodges a bullet because that transition layup 9 out of 10 times going in for Fleming.
Boardman again with good patience.
Rivera throws one up, it won't go, and Canfield trying to transition. Bodies hit the floor, Boardman forces the turnover. Torres, deep three, it's in off the glass.
Bank. Banking them in.
School was off today, but the banks are open. 8-2, Boardman up by 6. A great start for the Spartans' first couple minutes.
Treveri looking for the answer. Bounces in and out there.
Whistle and a foul called on Treveri.
Team first foul of the game.
And Boardman, who has had a really good start, going to take a timeout as Coach Pavlansky still has something she wants to discuss. And welcome back to Canfield. A quick timeout from Boardman. 4:51 to go. Spartans up 8-2. Already a couple of threes knocked down for Boardman. One from Rivera, one for Torres. Boardman inbounding it from the baseline. Freeborough going to be your inbounder. Ball loose. Barrow picks it up, gets out of trouble.
Goes for another one.
Attempt off the back rim, and Castronova with a good rebound.
Love seeing Canfield push the ball in transition, get it down the floor quick, get some easy looks.
3 left short. Quick rebound for Boardman. That is a genuine steal from Fleming, and this time finishes in the transition. 8-4, the lead cut in half.
Read that gap there and saw her eyes and took off running.
I feel like Fleming is a really smart defender, knows when to cheat, when to take those chances. Very rarely do you see her go for that when she shouldn't and then get out of position on defense. And all the tape on her, you'd think that these teams would learn to maybe not make those ill-advised throws. But, you know.
Speed, though, I mean, she's so quick. Like, sometimes you think that pass is going to get there. Yeah, she can't get that. And next thing you know, she's off to the races.
She's like that Nike commercial that's out now. I told you so.
Yep.
I'm telling you. Janone running the point for Canfield as they're trying to get even closer. 8-4, they're down. 3:27 to go in the first. Almost, yeah, it is a turnover. Knocked it loose and then picked it up.
They're trying to bring Treveri into the middle there, get her kind of posting up.
That shot's missed right into the arms of Janone. Pull up. Treveri lined up, bounces a couple of times. Ooh. Double on Strines, gets it back out to Freeborough. Canfield does not want easy catches in the post. That's a tough look, but it goes.
Great finish by Strines.
10-4. That's 10-4, good buddy.
Freeborough doing a really nice job controlling the offense and bringing it back out, getting a better look there.
Drive, there's a whistle, the foul going to be called, and Canfield going to the free throw line. Fouls on Freeborough, her first, team first, and Carly Fleming will go to the free throw line, where she has been excellent all season. And that's on me.
That's the jinx. That's the jinx.
It's on me. Yep. I had to send my letter of apology to Carly Fleming and her family. I will do I can't do the reverse. I can't bring myself to say, well, she's not shooting well at all at the season.
There we go. That one falls in.
It rimmed in 10-5. Barrow
a lot of deflections.
Gets it deflected, and Treveri comes out of the pile with it, trying to run, but Boardman does a good job getting back and making Canfield get back in the half court. And Boardman forces a turnover on a pass inside. Oh, good find. Transition layup there for Sarah Barrow.
Great pass there, right over the defense, caught her in transition. Boardman off to a really strong start here.
12-5 Boardman trying to tie up the top of the AAC. There's not a lot of conference games either. Like, these games are important. You don't have the room to make up time in this conference. Deep three won't go.
Staying Canfield's ball, though.
We talked about it before the broadcast. Boardman beating Warren Harding, a big one. For Boardman and for the conference as the standings look. That was the second loss of the season in the conference for Warren Harding. Gave Canfield some breathing room, but Boardman not giving him any kind of breathing room right now.
No, not right now. You know, with Coach Pavlansky's first year, too, I think we're really starting to see her style into play, and she's doing a really great job with these girls. And so you can tell how hard they play for her and the entire coaching staff.
What Jeff Hamilton did with this program last year set the framework and the structure for what the program is now. And then I think bringing on Pavlansky to supplement that. Just a beautiful decision by
Hamilton was my coach back in the day, so nothing but great things to say about him. But I really think they kind of built this.
It was only a couple of years ago, right?
Yeah, right.
Don't want to give away.
We're
your
not
age.
Double digits yet, though.
No, you're good. There you go.
We're close.
Boardman. Oh, that one won't go. How about that?
Offensive
Prisby.
Rebound. Wow.
14-5, Boardman. 28 seconds left for Canfield.
Great
nice
take
drive,
by Marina.
take, Koenig. How about that? Your senior stepping up and getting you a bucket when you really need it.
Quick answer there, too.
17 ticks on the clock.
A lot of points this first quarter.
Got to get a shot off. Free bro from the corner. No good, and that'll be your score at the end of one. It's a football score here in Canfield, 14-7. Boardman on top. We'll be right back with quarter number 2. About to start the second quarter in Canfield. Right under the buzzer. That is head nauseating. So, does the buzzer in Canfield need to be that loud?
Yeah.
Krista? I know the volleyball coach has no control over that. Kristen Nesbitt, Anthony Hartwig with you. Second quarter about to be underway. It is underway, and Canfield's got to shake off a first quarter that saw Boardman jump out to a 7-point lead.
Be curious to see if Canfield goes to some more pressure here.
They'll go right to Bearcat for 3.
And Canfield does come out in a little more full court pressure. Little 1-3-1. Bearcat has been great on the three-point line this season.
Torres skip past the other way, trying to get inside the paint, now back out. Nice ball movement. Barrow trying to work inside. No room for her there. Shot won't go. Janone with the rebound on the top of the floor. Janone on the run and then stops and gets Canfield into the half-court offense. Hey, another one. No good this time, though. Boardman has numbers if they push. 5-on-4, they don't push. I feel like that's something you have to take advantage of if someone's slow getting back.
Anytime
recognize that in
you can
attack.
have the advantage with numbers, you always want to look. Oh, nice touch there by Treverio. Ew. Ball still loose.
Fumble Ruski. It might be a block. It is. That could have gone either way, though. Anytime you see an offensive player lower the shoulder like that, you always hold your breath to wait to see what the call is going to be.
Great hustle by both teams. I think there were 3 or 4 different girls on the ground at one point in that play.
Fouls on Treleski, her first. Castronova missed the first. I can't be blamed for that one.
No, you didn't say anything. I'm proud. Slow start for Canfield at the line tonight. There we go.
I may or may not have jinxed some of your players' serves in my day.
No.
I will not confirm or deny that.
I need you to do that for the other team, though. You can always talk about how great of servers they are. You've never seen them miss. Wow.
Well,
great
there's a
take.
good pull-up. Woo. Kayla Rivera knocks it back to a 2-possession lead for Boardman, 16-11.
That mid-range jumper can be so tough.
Three from the top. Good.
Castronova.
Sophia Castronova. 16-14.
Canfield starting to see the ball go in the hoop now. Can they answer?
Not that time. Rebound and a foul. As Strines was a little bit late getting to the ball. Her first, team second. But what it does do for Boardman is it makes Canfield have to set up against their defense, at the very least.
Boardman still sticking to man here.
Shot thrown up, no good. Boardman gets a quick rebound. Ooh, Fleming can't save it. Put her body on the line, went into the stands.
Great hustle there by Carly. Oh, she looked for that for a second. That was deep.
She thought about it. She was like,
Man, Carly's defense on the ball. There's none like it. I think I'd pass if she was guarding me.
into the high post, back out, swings over, three from the top of the floor, no good. Rebound, deflected around, and then look who comes out with it. Carly Fleming finds a way to the ball, pushing it in transition, then that pass goes to Aaron. She's throwing it to our buddy Charles March out there. He was wide open.
Maybe he got that on camera.
I hope so.
Canfield staying in their press here.
But first, Fleming has to do the loop-de-loop and pull and tie that shoe. You'll get used to how my brain works during a broadcast one of these days. Random pop culture references pop into my head.
Ooh, Boardman calls their second timeout.
So we'll take a break. Boardman, welcome back to Canfield High School. 4:28 left in the half. Boardman still clinging on to a 2-point lead, but so far the second quarter has been all Canfield. They've outscored the Spartans 7-2 so far in the frame. Oh, you bring that ball down. You almost paid for it. Three from Torres. Too strong. What a pretty pass. What a pretty finish.
Great Janone. Great finish.
Not going to see much better than that. Boardman trying to answer quickly. Barrow can't finish. Ball knocked out of bounds off of Castronova. Important to mention, Canfield is also down one of their best on-ball defenders in Jenna Havrilla, still dealing with a concussion that she suffered during that Austintown Fitch game at Fitch. When she gets back to the lineup, that'll even amp up the defense.
Absolutely.
Look at that drive, take, blocking foul, free throws coming for Michaela Rivera. Foul's going to be on Barracat. Her second, team first. Important free throws coming for Rivera, trying to break this tie.
It's a big moment for Boardman here. This quarter really hasn't gone their way, so getting her to the free throw line gives them a chance to catch their breath and reset a little bit.
Boardman leads again. Rivera hits the first, 17-16. Rivera hits 2 of 2, and it's 18-16 Boardman. 3:40 to go in the half. Treveri pull up off the curl, won't go. Offensive rebound. 3 up, that won't go either. Another
Cece
rebound.
McElroy fighting hard for that rebound there.
And she's also fouled, getting it.
Gains them an extra possession.
Legend official Anne-Marie Martin making that call. Anytime she's in the gym, you know it's going to be a big game.
Best of the best right there.
Strine's second, Boardman's third. They have one more foul to give before Canfield gets into the bonus. What do you think about getting rid of the one-on-ones and having five fouls per quarter?
You know, I was so hesitant at first, but the more I've been around, the more I'm starting to actually kind of like it.
I just miss the pressure of
the
late
one-on-one.
game one-on-one.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Could make such a big difference.
another foul called on Boardman. This one picked up by Prisby, her first, team fourth.
There's really no pressure like a tied game when you're on the line,
And you
1
have
and
to hit the
1. You
first,
got to
yeah.
get it, or it's like a turnover.
And they wanted to limit the contact down the stretch, but now if you're in a situation where you're in the fourth quarter and you only have 2 fouls, you're still getting just as much contact because you got to get yourself to 5.
And you'll see a lot of teams that'll foul 3 times under 30 seconds. There's a big hit.
Another foul on Boardman. This one will end up in free throws. Freeborough picks up her second. Treveri at the line, trying to tie us back up.
Fouls have picked up here in the second quarter. Ooh, another miss for Canfield at the free throw line tonight. It's unusual for them.
Treveri goes 1 of 2. Boardman's lead is now 1.
Good defense.
Boardman breaks it with a pass to Prisby. And now they're in the half court.
Nice job hitting that long diagonal. That's really what they're giving up in that press there.
Treleski saves that ball from being a turnover. Strides, nice bounce pass.
Great look. Right idea there.
Treleski just couldn't get around to it. Turned over. Canfield can take their first lead of the day with a bucket on this possession. Very rarely have we been able to say it's the second quarter, deep in the second quarter, and they're looking for their first lead.
Mm-hmm.
That's the situation they find themselves in. Drive in, and there's another foul.
Good foul.
More free throws for Canfield. Fouls on Prisby. Castronova will be your free throw shooter. First one is good, ties us up at 18.
Canfield doing a great job attacking the glass, though, drawing those fouls and getting to that free throw line.
And Castronova will give Canfield their first lead of the day. 19-18, 1:45 left. Good defense in transition by Canfield, not fouling. Treveri with a pull-up. Won't go, Boardman gets it right back.
Boardman trying to run some screens for their post inside.
That is a steal. Ball still loose, jump ball. Arrow points to
I believe it's Boardman.
Some good effort from Treleski. Being able to tie up Treveri on the ground. drive, and there is a foul called on Canfield. McElroy going to be the one that this one's charged to. And her 30 counterpart, Michaela Rivera, will be at the free throw line, trying to give Boardman back the lead with a pair.
Emma Terleski had a nice seal on the inside there of that zone, forcing Cece to have to come around and put her hands on her. Tied back up with less than a minute to go.
I knew we brought you on a good game.
Yeah.
Two at two, Rivera, ice in the veins. Boardman back in front, 20-19. 48 seconds left in the half. Maybe a little bit too long for Canfield to hold for the last shot. That's a long time to pass the ball around without turning it over.
Canfield trying to create a lot of ISO situations so they can look for some back doors.
Shot there won't go, so Boardman will have a chance to extend their, no, almost. Got to get it over, and they do. That ball off of the head of Koenig and out of bounds. Boardman has 16.4.
Assuming they're going to wait here for the last shot of the half. Worst case scenario, go in the locker room up one.
See if Canfield allows that, though. They might bring up the ball pressure and say, if you want to hold it, it's going to be really tough, and that's what Fleming does. Shot fake from the corner leads to a mid-range jumper, no good. Rebound is brought down by Canfield.
Oh!
Shot doesn't count, it goes in.
Just after that buzzer there.
Oh, wow. So that'll be your halftime score. Boardman 20, Canfield 19. It's an important one in the AAC, and it's shaping up like it. We'll be back after this halftime roll with the third quarter from Canfield. Welcome back to Canfield. Second half underway. The Cardinals will start with the ball. Anthony Hartwig and Kristen Nesbitt on the call. Boardman holding a 1-point lead, but Canfield won the second quarter by a score of 12-6. And they took a long time in the locker room.
They did. I think they had a nice little,
a little
chat during that halftime.
They'll come to Jesus chat a little bit for Coach
I would expect them
Rio.
to come out in these next 3 minutes fired up.
There's a three left short. No one there for the rebound. Sarah Barrow able to run it down. And Boardman gets a stop to open up the second half, and they'll have the ball for the first time.
Canfield sticking with the same defense here. Boardman bringing it out a little bit higher. Making them bring out their defense to open up that inside a little bit better. Great pass.
Ooh, almost got the finish. Foul's going to be on the third on Bearcat. And Sarah Barrow will go to the free throw line. So obviously, if you switch sides at halftime, the home team gets to be running offense on their side of the bench. What, you've been a basketball coach. What kind of advantage is it to be right in front of your offense?
You know, I think, too, it's just you're used to kind of shooting on one hoop a little more than another at practices and at games, and so they're a little more comfortable this way. But they can really hear what the coach is saying and kind of have they're a little bit closer in proximity to their teammates and to their coach just to kind of feel the energy of the game.
Three put up, no good.
In and out.
Nice running rebound by Torres. And Boardman coming the other way, passing it down. Transition three, won't go.
Great
Offensive
hustle by
rebound.
Strines.
Yep, Strines is there. Won't just see her on the basketball floor. She'll be their ace and the softball diamond as well. Torres, mid-range jumper, won't go, and Canfield brings down the rebound. Never mind, almost taken away. Canfield escapes.
Canfield has numbers here.
Bearcat all alone.
Great attack. That's one of those times they did take advantage in transition of having the numbers.
How about Coach Real's trust in Bearcat, leaving her in the game with 3 fouls here early in the third quarter? I know your bench isn't too deep for Canfield to start with, but that's still a lot of trust putting into her.
And that's why right there, those rebounds and that aggressiveness.
Good defense on the other end by Berto, making that shot from Treveri as hard as possible. Boardman maintains their lead by 1. Whistle inside,
Might
going
be
to
her
be
fourth.
a foul, and now you have to replace her. So you got to think the Bearcat will be out for at least the whole quarter, maybe a little bit of the fourth quarter too.
Absolutely. I think they're going to want to try to save her for the fourth as much as possible.
That will depend on how well CC McElroy can play in that spot.
Barrow did a great job attacking her, though, with those 3 fouls, forcing her to come up and make a play on her.
Freeborough's 3 goes off the mark, and the rebound deflected out of bounds off the Spartans and back to Canfield, much to the Spartans fans' dismay.
Both teams really getting after it here in the second half. You can feel a lot of physical play, a lot of aggressiveness on both ends.
Three put up, left short. Rebound to Strines, boxed out all the way to the three-point line. That's what I call going the extra mile.
Marina gets a steal there and a foul.
Down the side. See, that's a foul that you got to scratch your head at. I mean, you had the sideline as an extra defender, so if you just kind of force Canning to the sideline, not a lot of places she can go. Foul called on Torres. Just her first, though. First on Boardman. So, not too much harm done. That is stolen, trying to get into the high post to McElroy. On the other end, a whistle and a foul on Canfield. They get called for the blocking foul. Castronova going to pick it up.
We had a lot of points in the first quarter. We've really slowed down to start this third.
They're
Spartans
not
are
going to say
4
that
out
was.
here.
They're not going to say that was a shooting foul. That's not what I thought initially.
When you're on that low block and they call a foul, I got to think most of the time they're looking to shoot.
Right. I mean, she was running in, but they must have said that the foul occurred before she went up. Another timeout from Boardman, which means we'll take one too. Back after the full timeout. 22-21. We got a really good one here with 4:19 left in the third. Boardman holding on to their 1-point lead with the ball on the baseline.
Coming out in a different out-of-bounds formation here. Got to get the ball in.
Got to get it in. Oh.
Ooh, that was a close one. 4.5.
4.5 seconds. 4.5 arm swings.
Yeah.
Turnover real quick anyway. Canfield going to get the ball back with a chance to take the lead. They've had exactly one lead in this game, and it didn't last long. They led 19-18 in the second quarter. Canone kicks it out. Treveri trying to find some room. Strines cuts her off. Patience from Canfield in this possession.
Looking to turn the corner here. And a foul.
Bailout foul by Torres because that was going to be a really tough look for Sofia Castronova. She'll go to the free throw line.
With a chance to take the lead again here. Canfield's been at the free throw line quite a bit tonight.
First one, good. And we're tied up at 22. Deuces are wild on the scoreboard. And we're just at one, well, we're 1-2 short of that scoreboard Yahtzee that I look for. I get a lot in volleyball, but it's hard to get in basketball.
We needed the time to be 222
I know.
too. I know.
Well, that would be like Yahtzee plus 3 of a kind. 23-22. Canfield
pressure
takes the lead.
And a turnover.
Yep, there it is, that pressure.
And another turnover.
Janone gets it stolen right back by Strines. Freeborough on the other end, pull up, left to the left. And a hard collision getting the rebound. It'll go as a foul on Strines. Her third, team third. Both teams with 3 here in the quarter. One more foul to give on both sides.
Both teams bringing some pressure, and that pressure following behind that led to some turnovers there. Great take by Lori.
It was an aggressive take when she realized that no one picked up the ball. Oh, there's a steal. Fast break, Koenig trying to get in the head. Good defense by Michaela Rivera. Stops the transition. It'll be Canfield basketball. If that ball finds Carly Fleming, that is 2 points almost guaranteed.
Great hustle by Rivera, getting back in that play and letting her defense set up here now.
Long shot, not good. A over the back call, I think, on McElroy. Great box out from Strines. McElroy is second, and that was the last foul to give for Canfield. So for the next 2 minutes, 30 seconds, Spartans will be in the bonus. Canfield pressing regardless. Kind of a soft pressure, though.
I think they fell back into their other.
Almost turned over, deflected out of bounds. Stays with Boardman.
Going back to their 4 wide setup on the out of bounds.
There's a timeout called by Boardman to avoid the turnover. Boardman has 2 timeouts remaining as they have the ball down by 1 here in Canfield. 2:07 left in the third quarter. Three up and good for Jocelyn Torres. Big three. 25-23, Boardman leads. Drive inside for Treveri, tie game. So Jenna
Nice
Treveri
take by Treveri there.
answers the 3 with a layup. We got quarters on the scoreboard. Drive in, shot up, no good off the back rim. Rebound pulled away by Boardman. Carly Fleming jumps the pass, then it's hit right back. Some chaos as Boardman tries to slow things down a little bit.
Both teams moving really fast here. Ooh. Less than a minute to play here in the third with a tied game. We got ourselves a good one. Great cut. Wow.
That bucket's good. Torres with back-to-back buckets for Boardman.
As soon as that defender turns her head, slides right underneath, gave her a nice little look in the paint there.
27-25, Spartans trying to pull off the upset in the AAC. Oh,
Great look there.
It was a good pass, almost too good. I don't think McElroy was ready for it. Little hook shot pass inside. Mid-ranger won't go, and the rebound down to Boardman. Put back, rims in.
Rolls in.
Ooh, that's when you know the rim's on your side. 29-25, Boardman shot at the buzzer, off the back rim, no good. That'll be your score. Heading into the final frame, Boardman up by 4. How's this one going to end? You got to come back. You got to come back to YSN and find out. All right, fourth quarter. It's all going to be decided in the next 8 minutes. Could you ask for much more on a cold Wednesday night?
Both teams well rested after 2 days of cold and little
nothing.
snow days and Monday off.
We were talking to it during the break. Jenna Treveri, she is such a big part of the offense, and so far, Boardman doing a pretty good job slowing her down, and that's one of the reasons why Canfield sitting with those 25 points right now.
I think their game plan is to take her out as much as possible.
Whoa!
Oh! Bearcat!
With a hand in her face.
Gives her 8 points on the night.
29.
2 threes and a layup.
28. She has 4 fouls, though. She's got to watch that.
We talked about those seniors stepping up, These conference games hit different when it's your last
Another
time.
one? Another one?
Oh! Drills it! Bearcat!
Canfield up 31-29.
Back to back.
Blink of an eye, the Cardinals open the quarter on a 6-0 run. And all 6 points coming from Bearcat. Whistle and a ball going back to
I
Canfield.
think that was the same spot on the court both times.
Yeah, that was the exact same. That time no one guarded her. The first one was contested. That time no one picked her up in transition, and she said, okay.
Talk about a momentum switch to start this fourth quarter.
This could be a very hinged possession for Boardman. Mm-hmm. Right now it's just a 2-point game, but if Canfield scores again and goes up by 2 possessions, the floodgates might open. Treveri drives down the baseline. No one stopping her. Bucket good. 33-29.
And that's what she does really, really well.
Largest lead of the day for Canfield. Boardman trying to respond. Mid-range jump shot, up and good. Tori Strines with a big bucket. Back to a 2-point game.
It's a big answer there. Gives their team a little bit of space to breathe and catch their breath. Kind of slow this back down.
Ball almost jumped. Bearcat keeps possession. Oh, good move by Koenig.
Oh,
Koenig can't finish. Ooh.
Rolls out. Great patience in the paint there.
I've had a coach tell me one time, a good move without a finish is kind of like having a romantic dinner by yourself.
That's a good way to put it. We just had one on the other end too there.
But Canfield, they'll finish as Treveri puts it back to a 4-point lead. Timeout on the floor by Boardman. They'll have 1 remaining when we come back. Back in Canfield, fourth quarter, 4-point Cardinal lead. That timeout was called by Canfield. So they have 3 left. Boardman has 2 down the stretch of the fourth quarter. Right now, the story is Bearcat. Back-to-back threes to open up this quarter.
And you just brought up a great point when we were off is she sat most of that third quarter because of foul trouble. So to come back in the game after not being in, it's a really, really big hit there. Canfield's got some subs in here for their pressing. They have a freshman, Amara Watson, in the game for her first time tonight, trying to get him a quick one.
Also probably trying to avoid some personal fouls if they can with the aggressive press.
Absolutely. Looks like they're trying to give Treveri a little break to finish the game off.
That ball is going to be eventually tracked down by Boardman. They dodged a big bullet. Canfield does a good job getting back, forcing the Spartans into the half court. Tough look. It's good, though. Michaela Rivera.
Really great cut there.
35-33. Boardman makes it a 2-point game again, 4:15.
They had a lot more patience on offense there, which has proven to be a lot more successful for them. And another turnover.
Loose, and it wasn't the best pass. Boardman goes for the home run ball and gets
lob. We've got ourselves a tied game with less than 4 to go.
Number 35 makes it 35-35 as Sarah Barrow finishes in transition.
Second one tonight of those, and it's been nice.
Jump ball. No, a foul, excuse me, on Torres. That's her third, first on Boardman.
Canfield getting a lot of their starters back in the game here.
Javeri barely gets it in. Drive down the baseline. Carly Fleming can't hit that three. She hit that big one against Warren Harding.
Same spot as the one from Harding.
She also won Play of the Week for that shot that she hit. Or was that the Howland game?
She did just win Play of the Week.
Yeah, I know, but I think that three might have been for the Harding or Howland. Put them up by.
I know I voted for both of them many a times.
Well, oh, look at this!
Turnover here.
Janone, can't she finish? No, but she does draw contact. Free throws coming to take the lead for Lorianne Janone. Foul on Barrow. No, they're going to get Torres, excuse me. That's a big call. That's her fourth. And that's one of Boardman's perimeter threats. See what Coach Pavlansky wants to do with that. First free throw up and good.
And she's coming out of the game now. I think they're going to try to give her a minute or two.
Janone goes 2 for 2.
Big free throws there for Janone to go to the line.
First time to the line tonight for her, and it did not phase her at all. 37-35. Janone comes out of the game.
Ooh, over and back there.
Yep.
Just got a little excited looking for that reverse.
That could come back huge if Canfield scores on this possession. So Canfield will get foul call. That bucket not going to count that Carly Fleming just put in. A foul on Freeborough before the shot. That was close. It's actually a
ball on the baseline. I don't know about that one.
A lucky break for Boardman. You don't usually say that with a foul called. .225 left. Canfield up 2. Trying to pull off a win in a game where they have been tested. Fleming, spin move, draws the contact. Free throws for Fleming on the way.
A lot of times this game comes down to who can make their free throws.
Canfield has done much better at the line in the second half, and I hope I didn't just jinx that again. Thank you, Carly, for getting me off that hook. 38-35. I would have
buying the whole family
Yep,
dinner.
yep.
Or
If I did that twice to her, it'd be like, here's a Coco's Pizza gift card. And I'm pretty sure Kristen Nesbitt would be doing the rest of the Canfield game solo. 39-35, 4-point lead for Canfield, approaching the 2-minute mark in the fourth quarter.
They got to get the ball over. Whew. Getting close to that 10 seconds.
Whoa, bad pass, turnover. Not what Boardman wanted. 3 up. Ooh, left a little short. Boardman runs down the rebound. Freeborough, Reven gets caught up.
Huge possession here for Boardman.
Possessions are going to start to get very limited. 1:30. That's a turnover. Canfield's defense coming up huge down the stretch.
Canfield's going to try to kill some time here and really only shoot if necessary.
The clock is your friend. Oh, I'm surprised Boardman didn't trap Barricat on the sideline. She really didn't have anywhere to go. Her back was to the hoop. Would have been a really good opportunity to trap her, but instead, a timeout called to save the possession. Canfield ball with 1:06 left in the game, up by 4. They can't turn it into a 3-possession game unless they hit a 3. But 6 points, a lot bigger of a mountain to climb than 4. Then you got to wonder, at what point does Boardman decide to try to foul and not let time tick off anymore?
Correct, and Canfield's going to try to keep this ball in Treveri's hands because they want her handling it or her at the line.
Coach Pavlansky calling for ball pressure. Chasing Treveri around, knocking the ball loose. Treveri picks it up, shot up and good.
Wow.
Great play for Jenna Treveri.
Looked like it could have almost been a turnover, and instead it becomes a 6-point game. Really good composure by her to pick that ball up and finish.
Now Boardman's got to go. They need a 3. And that's a turnover. Carly Fleming gets the steal. And this is going to be a big, big hole for Boardman now. Foul called.
Good decision there by Carly to not just chuck it up even with no one around.
Fouls on Prisby, her 3rd and 5th team foul, so Canfield shooting. Treveri at the line. One free throw here can put the nail in the coffin. It would make it a 3-possession game with 19.4. I never want to speak too soon, but that would be something that would send me to church on Sunday if you were able to come back from that. And she does hit that free throw. This game was tied at 35. Canfield ending this fourth quarter in dominant fashion. And all of a sudden it's going to be an 8-point lead in a game that really Canfield struggled most of the way. Welcome back to Canfield, 19.4 left. Canfield on an 8-0 run in this fourth quarter.
Got to give it to Boardman. They fought hard tonight. Canfield just finished really strong and did a great job closing this game out.
It's what teams that make long tournament runs are able to do. Hey, not playing well, not playing well, not playing well. We'll find a way to win.
Yep.
And
sometimes it doesn't look like what you thought it would or what you drew up.
And especially that first quarter, down 14-7. Slowly making their way back. Halftime down by 1. Boardman led most of the third quarter, but the fourth quarter has really belonged to Canfield.
Coach Reel does a great job, though, keeping the girls level-headed and getting them to finish strong and kind of go back to what they're great at.
Fourth quarter belonged to Canfield, and the season sweep belongs to Canfield as they beat Boardman for the second time. Final score in this one, 43-35 over the Spartans. It keeps Canfield undefeated, 4-0 in the AAC. Boardman drops to 3-2 in the AAC. Canfield led by a great effort from Jenna Treveri. It was kind of a slow night from Treveri, a very quiet 13 points.
Picked up a lot in that fourth quarter.
And then we saw Barricat, and she set the tone out of that fourth quarter with a back-to-back threes. And she ended with 11, 8 points from Castronova as well. Boardman led by 11 from Michaela Rivera. Torres had 10, and Sarah Barrow had 8. So, for Anthony Hartwig, Kristen Nesbitt.
Thanks for letting me join you again.
Always. You're always welcome, and wherever I am, wherever I find myself. DJ Oakley, Brian Scott, Steve Leslie, everybody else at YSN, we all thank you so much for tuning in today, and we'll see you all.
YSN thanks you for watching this presentation of your sports network. For stories, stats, and more, go to ysnlive.com.